This is FNGR, and all the way back on November 24th, Limbo podcast sat down with Kayden Marx, followed up by MasterTP10, Dirtbikeredden, as well as Okizeme. And for the past several weeks, Mr. Marx has been very patient, and I would like to apologize, as I not only lit a bag of Vicodin cut in front of him, but that twat Templar gamer from 8chan, who wasn't even grateful for giving me a chance to talk about his interests, rushing out a podcast in the best quality possible. But since when has gratitude ever been an emotion someone from the chans could properly express? But that, my friend, is a story for another day and possibly another channel. This podcast features 3 members of a bunch of pseudo-intellectuals. If you like this content, I encourage you to hit like. Alternatively, EQD hates the commentary community, so if you'd like to see Kayden Marx' podcast outperform last week's with 2 members of EQD as well as Silverquill, watch for full retention, like, and share on all social media you have. Thank you!
Sorry about that. Sorry about
Kayden.
that. I started to call right wherever that happened. You can ask Oki.
No, it's technically my fault, or rather, Oki's fault, because he gave me guests that don't want to show up, so yeah.
Oh, what? They didn't want to show up? I didn't know that. They said they would.
Go check that room. Well, one of them's got work, so he's off the hook.
Brian's been, honestly, I'll give Brian the pass because he's been fucking stressed the fuck out lately. So
I was asking Ryan some of these questions, and he's like, "I will goddamn shank you." So I'm like, all right, never mind. I remember kind of screwing with Ryan a bit when we did Zerarick, and he's like, no, those aren't good questions. All right, we'll skip.
I actually asked him yesterday, not yesterday, actually later today, if he wanted a part of it, and he was pretty on board. I don't know what's wrong with him now.
I'm not so sure. It's just.
Oh, if you're sick and we've only got like, I don't know, one person.
Hang on.
We could.
There we go. Sorry, I could barely hear anyone.
Oh, I was about to say, if it's not going through, I don't want to push it through and have a shit show.
Right.
Yeah.
I got another person who is down. It's a Mr. Dirtbikeredden.
Oh, I've heard of Dirtbikeredden. If you'd like to come on, sure.
Let me grab him here.
If you would like to do it, Mr. Space Dandy himself.
Mr. Douchebag himself. You need a picture of my OC, because I actually do have an OC.
Oh, that'd be solid. Just send it to me after we do the thing, or leave it in the room.
Yeah, yep. Mr. Douchebag. I'll ask and Kubrick as well, because it's another Chatham man.
Yep, again, you don't like it?
Duke is pissed off.
He doesn't want to be in?
No, how does Kayden get in before me? No, I don't think,
I've asked Duke. I've asked that motherfucker. No. I've been asking Ryan, hey, you got any bop guys? I'm running out of freaking brony people. I really had a good time talking to bop people. Hey, I'll get around you. I was like, here, Half-Boiled Hero, whatever his damn name is. I love his videos. He could come on, and he blows me off. I'm like, who the fuck do you think you are, Half-Boiled Hero? I mean, you got talent, but you haven't got enough subs to blow me off. Fuck you. Get my goddamn podcast.
I'll ask the Fight Club too. I've gotten one nah.
I'll take a meh. I'll take someone who just sort of Okies their way through the podcast. No offense, Oki.
Oh, but what, huh? What?
Nothing. Exactly. Did you hear when we did the burning donut? And I said, at all costs, I'm going to get one more faggot in here if it kills me. And right after I said it, Oki's like, oh, I'm here.
What? I thought that was like...
That was the timing couldn't have been better. I was like, oh, we could start. No, it's fine. You're good. That was a great show. I was blasted off my ass that night.
Duke is pissed off because I'm not a brony.
The show has never been all brony. I've had on Tommy Oliver back. He's not a brony anymore. When I had on Digi, he wasn't a brony. I had on Goat Jesus. He's not a fucking brony. We had Burning Donut. All we did was talk about cars, even though he is a brony. Shit, the hell else am I forgetting?
You fucking had Zerarick on, and he's an anti-brony.
Eh? No, that's fine. I didn't care. We had a good time talking to Zerarick, you know.
Actually, let me see if I can get him.
Zerarick? Yeah, sure.
And I am in King.
I'm sorry if I don't really say anything.
No, that's fine. Okay, you're here for emotional support. Okay. I want to keep putting you on these shows so you feel like you're getting your money's worth. How's that? I know you don't ruin the show. I don't have to worry about like you spaghettiing it up like people like Zachary Taylor do.
Hey, Kayden, man, you want to play Cards Against Humanity?
Man, I would love to, honestly, nowadays, but
it's failing on me. Here, I'll put him in.
You might need to add him. I might have Youngblood Fantasy 91 join us.
Oh, I've heard of Youngblood Fantasy 91. According to Ryan, that's Golden Fox's waifu.
It is Golden Fox's waifu. I've been in a call with him and Golden Fox. It was fucking awkward as shit. It's like if they want me to play, I'm gonna add him.
Oh, who you got? Youngblood?
Yeah, I'm gonna add Youngblood. Hey, Red.
Hey, Kayden.
Hey.
We need to get TP and trying to get Zerarick.
Oh, no. Usually it's 3 co-hosts, me and freaking the guest. One more would be fine. I could do it with 2 if you like. We just ask the guest a bunch of questions, try to make them look good. Screw around a little bit. Try not to look at Ryan's example because he's like, I don't want anyone kissing my ass, and that's why that went. That's why we all tore him apart because he asked us to. Give me your best shot. I'm like, all right.
Wait, is that Hobbs' freaking profile picture? What the hell is that furry trash?
He's a fucking fur fag. What do you?
I know he's a fur bag, but
that's his persona and his boyfriend's persona. What do you expect?
Anthony, can I have your opinion on something?
Yeah.
Someone's explaining to me that pony OCs aren't pony. Like, they're not original characters, they're fan characters. Do you believe that's true?
I'm gonna pull a Jesse Wood and say I don't care.
Nice.
my brain is tunnel visioned. I'm talking to freaking Kayden, who is not a pony fag to the best of my knowledge.
Yeah, like the show.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah.
Zerarick is not responding, but let me check Steam. He might be playing Payday 2, and if that's the case, he's not going to respond. Nope, he's not paying Payday 2. He's just ignoring me.
All right.
Aw, man,
Okay.
that sucks because I like to talk to him.
I don't really know if he's interested in coming back in or not. Ryan's not responding. Let me try to get TP.
Yeah, that's kind of a shame we couldn't get Zerarick because I haven't talked to him in a while, and yeah, it'd be nice to talk to him. So,
One of the last times I talked to Zerarick, I remember pissing him off. It was pretty fun. we were hanging out in Limbo, and there's this ex-brony. His name's Cloud Cuckoo Country, and I introduced Cloud to Zerarick, and I was like, "This is Zerarick, Cloud. He's kind of like you without all the unnecessary intelligence." I love that. Zerarick got real offended.
I'm gonna try to bring in TP one more time, see if he picks up.
Yeah. Oh, maybe I should send it. Oh, that's Ninja's freaking character from freaking that Nintendo beat 'em up game. What's it called?
Smash.
Yeah, Smash. I
King
forgot.
DDD.
Yep.
Yeah, he is a giant Smash nerd.
Which one of you guys hit canned cream again? I forget.
Nobody really talks about canned cream anymore. Like, he's just a punching bag for stupid jokes nowadays.
No. I had him on, and I thought the same thing too. I was like, "Oh, he's a dork," but when he came on, he was really cool. We had a fun time with him, so I go either way with it.
Ryan had a few choice words. Zerarick had a few choice words, but they never really I will fucking rip out his throat when I see it. Oh yeah,
Ryan came on for canned cream, and he's like, "This, yeah, he's cool. I think it's fun."
I like to. I'm really glad that Dr. Wolf is joining us today.
Where? Really?
Yeah, I'm making fun of your picture.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I know a guy who was a fake Dr. Wolf account. I was like, did I drag Vita in here on accident? I was a little concerned. All right. Well, you know what? I'm prepared to get going, and we're going to wing it and do our best to do this. So this is FNGR. Welcome you to Limbo Podcast, joined by the following co-hosts. Okizeme.
Hello.
Dirtbikeredden.
I haven't called that since I played Black Ops 2, and that was the last time I played Call of Duty, but go on.
Yeah. Hashtag professionalism here at Limbo. And this week's King of Limbo, before Duke, Kayden Marx.
Put that on my gravestone. I got the King of Limbo before.
Slightly better than Duke.
Suck it.
Is there an occupational hazard to be on commentary? Like, what's the biggest headache that you get with the gig?
If I have to say occupational hazard, other than like the standard depression and stress that human beings deal with, I'd say fans of said people that you go after, especially if you go after them like I do. I have some weird news. TP is actually going to join us now.
Oh, solid.
Yay.
You want to start over?
Way to say that as I came in.
We're backing up, and also joined by the following co-host, MasterTP10. Since I know when I ran some of these questions by Ryan, he's like, no, that's not appropriate. And I was like, okay. He's like, Kayden's very, very delicate and sensitive. You have to
ow.
Kayden is a precious cinnamon roll and must be preserved at all costs.
I am a murderer, sir. You take that back.
Well, for example...
A murderous cinnamon roll, okay? How about that?
It's so diabetic.
For example, one of the questions I under no circumstance was supposed to ask you, what's the most batshit embarrassing thing you've ever seen Ryan do?
He squad.
People squad. People for things I'm willing to talk about. People squad. People squad definitely. Anytime he does something like he does this whole I'm gonna set up like weird Photoshop pictures and annoy the crap out of people on Twitter, and then that's definitely up there. So People Squad definitely recently.
What made you get into Bop in the first place?
I was doing commentaries for like a month, and I was in like a very weird place in my life. I was like in a crossroads. Loudon, Styles, and Scarlet Otaku joined before then, and they're like brother and sister to me. So they constantly like trying to put my videos in the chat and said this is like some really good stuff for a beginner and all that stuff. And Ryan saw one of my videos. Was it the Do You Even Blaze It, which is like my second commentary ever. He said, you made a mistake in the middle, but it's good all around. Like, I'll keep an eye out on you. Then I released a video where I was getting on the jokes that Loudon Styles missed on a brony reviewer, and he said that was the funniest damn thing he's ever seen. And then wherever he saw my beard, he's like, you're getting in. I don't care. You're getting in. So he was like pestering the managers for like 2 weeks.
It didn't really take long for me to get, as a manager at the time, I still am, but I am a manager, and I was there. It was quick for me to actually say yes to Cain, because at that time I saw freaking Ryan was. I was actually on vacation, and Ryan sent me 2 commentators who he wanted to promote. One of them was a commentator known as quote Commentaries, and another one was Kayden. And I found that both of them were pretty good, and honestly were bot material. However, the one that Ryan wanted to promote for Bop was Kayden.
Oh yeah, Kayden's obviously the superior commentator, hands down.
At first, I kind of liked Quote more, but it wasn't a problem either way. I mean, as long as Quote wasn't a person, I'd be okay.
I mean, yeah, like at the time I really liked both of them as well, and found a lot more substance and just overall more enjoyment from Kayden's content than I did from Quote, but that's just me when I was first introduced to both Quote and Kayden.
So you said you're a manager at Bop. Is that like a made man or something?
For Bop?
Yeah, it's like, head of state or something?
Nah. It's just like a position. It's just a role, really. It's something you do.
Yeah, just to keep everyone in line.
Yeah, keep everyone in line, and we're kind of the final saying what goes up.
Yeah,
and it's just kind of to keep things organized as far as our content goes, as far as Bop goes.
Yeah, our major concern is not only like the final product, but really like making sure that we keep the peace. So it really is something that really doesn't have that much weight compared to some of the other roles like the editors and the acceptance committee and all them. But I feel like we get a lot done.
Yeah.
Well, a lot done when we actually upload.
Yeah, that's true. It's it's like every single 5 eons, right?
Well, when you
but the last time we actually uploaded stuff, we actually uploaded 3 commentaries in a week.
And we actually uploaded 5 videos that week. 5 videos that week. One of them was a roundtable, which I'm hoping we do more of.
Oh yeah, if we do more of them, I'd like to join in on that. That was actually really, really well put together.
Not to mention, we had 3 commentaries out that week, all of them featuring me, but that's besides the point.
TP, I swear to God, I'm gonna start putting a governor on all your commentaries from here on. I'm gonna take managerial duty. If I see you in 5 more commentaries, I will make sure you never are in another commentary on Pop again.
So there is a little bit of abuse of power in being the moderator, right? I'm just imagining MasterTP10. They're going, it's good. You know what it needs? More MasterTP10. What do you say, guys? Oh wait,
I actually said that one time.
I'm the manager, so yeah.
Where am I?
I can confirm that.
That was the commentary we're working on right now.
Wait, what commentary is that?
No, I'm not.
You're my kind of scum.
I'll tell you in text because I don't want to spoil it because we're still working.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, fine.
I'm almost done. I'll get it.
You said you put out 5 videos in 1 week. You guys know what subscriber burn is. You could have probably left them unlisted and then published them later.
Yeah, we could have, but we also at the same time, well, I don't know. We wanted to make a.
The major thing is the more I research on subscriber burn, it's more based on people who release content on a near frequent basis, like the Markipliers and the PewDiePies. Bob, we rarely come out with anything. Like, if we come out with something, it's either we got bored and we made a shit post, we got bored and made a let's play on some web browser game, or we got bored and made a commentary. Really, it's like how rare they are. So really, the subscriber burn is more based on how frequent we do. And since it was not really that frequent, I don't think we were like every single person that was subscribed to us, they caught it immediately. And honestly, they're like some of our more popular videos so far, especially the one on Tamashi and Brandon.
The one on Tamashi and Brandon was a fun one.
It was
fun
fun
one
to
to do.
watch. It was fun to watch, and I definitely had fun with my part in it.
Say anything on your behalf, but
Well,
it was fun to watch.
I could ask all of you this question. What is your ideal video, your product? Like a bop thing where you look at it and going, yeah, this came out good.
Like what's already been produced or something.
If you haven't made your ideal video yet, what does it need still, in your opinion?
It needs MasterTP10.
I knew he was going to say that.
If I had to say, for me, it's more fluid acting and like, just like to make sure it feels like whenever you're watching. I make long videos. I will not lie. My shortest video is 13 minutes, and that's something I should be ashamed of, but I'm not. I want to make the time that you watch from the beginning to the end so fluid
And seamless.
And seamless, thank you. That you can't notice it being so long. Like, literally, you're done watching and you realize, oh shit, it's been an hour.
Oh shit, I have to go to school.
Exactly.
Fuck you, Kayden.
People cussing me out in the comments for thanks. That was so fun to watch, jackass. No, but like that, I want like more fluid animations. I'm currently trying to work on some original stuff. But if I had to say for myself, like I keep getting better each time, but I always know I can do better each time. So like I saw the problems in my recent one. I had animation in it, but it wasn't as fluid and seamless as it could have been. It felt
like when your common Proto Mario where I can kind of see that because like I think probably the biggest example of that would probably be like the last shot where like you get shot by Blaze and you're falling like forward. Yeah, that seemed like a freaking cardboard cutout falling forward. But other than that, it seemed pretty good, I guess. The sound effect was actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like there's some stuff I really want to work on. My editing keeps getting better each time, and my audio keeps getting better each time, but I'm doing more and more to just improve, and it's more of like a slow step process to some bigger projects I want to do in the near future.
What are your 3 biggest obstacles of really getting better, though?
Self-confidence is definitely something that's hard to tackle on your own, and I'm glad I have the friends that I do. One of them is self-realization of mistakes, which is honestly, within my current state, not that hard to do. And just going out and doing it and finding information. So if I had to say, like, understanding what it is, understanding that it can be improved on, not beating yourself up over it, finding ways to learn how to make it better are big obstacles, in my opinion, for making anything better. No, nothing's perfect, but you want to get as near perfect as possible.
I don't know what you're talking about, but my videos are Jesus. I'm
make
kidding.
a 2-hour commentary on an entire community to just rub it in your face, or I'll just do a video on Chaos Key. I don't know. Maybe make a 14th video on Fawn. I don't know.
What do you feel deserves more attention in the community, or maybe even YouTube in general?
What I feel needs to be more focused in just YouTube in general is an understanding of subscribers are not everything. The subscriber number is not everything. It's consistent people watching it and actually giving a damn about your content. B is length is not always a major issue, and C would definitely be time is a virtue when making content. I would be rather dismissed and very annoyed if I saw a Pixar film every single month, let alone every day. But I always enjoy a good Disney or Pixar film because I know they took their time with it, because I know they put as much effort into it, and I know it's going to be high quality because of it. And I know that doesn't always equate, but we are people that are usually doing this by ourselves, so we need as much time as possible. What I think would really help out YouTube as a whole is the algorithm to change again, but that's not going to fucking happen anytime soon because they're making a lot of money on Let's Plays. But I can go on all day on what's wrong with the Let's Play community.
Buscus and PewDiePie.
No, Tobuscus and PewDiePie are actually not the problem. If you guys don't mind me going on a little tiny tangent.
I was actually going to ask you who are some of the people you watch for Let's Play, since we're on that topic.
I watch Markiplier. I watch Jacksepticeye. Sometimes I watch RPG Minx. I just recently got into Cryotic. I watch Jesse for any game that I really want to get my hands on, but I know my computer can't deal with it. And Jesse Cox. I watch Total Biscuit, which I consider more or less a Let's Play reviewer, but he always stays on topic. And I don't really watch much Let's Plays, but I do watch Let's Plays very frequently, if that makes sense.
Back to who you thought was a problem?
Problem with the whole entire thing is it's this thing I like to call off-topic Let's Players. These are Let's Players that put gameplay footage on their computer screen, on your computer screen, but they're talking about something that's completely unfucking related.
Like Proto Mario, especially recently.
I was going to say Oki actually hired one of those people to take a hit for him.
Oh man, you have to bring that up.
That was Faith Moliminous, wasn't it? That's his bread and butter, and he should be respected for that talent. I don't agree.
But it's full. Like View Tech USA, Mundane Matt. I'm not going to use his name, but yeah, I wasn't going to use his name, but Proto Mario, who literally I'm going to talk about my woes and my problems or this news in in a situation. I understand if you're going to show clips of things related to the situation, like in a Total Biscuit. Total Biscuit does stuff where he talks about news, but he always keeps all the footage related to the game. The amount of times I've seen people talk about GTA and the footage they're using as Call of Duty makes me sick. I've equated it as this much. The major popularity before Let's Plays was rants and vlogs, right? And the major problem with that community was the reply girls that make vlogs while dressed up scantily clad.
Oh no, those are called boob tubers, sir.
Well, they're also called boob tubers, but they were known as reply girls because people wanted to say something nicer. And they make vlogs on things that are completely unrelated to the subject that they're replying to, and the only reason why people clicked on them was because they were scantily clad and they thought they were going to stay on topic. But the major thing was back then the algorithm was the amount of views you got, not how much time they watched. Nowadays, it's the amount of time / views / subscriber. Like, it's a weird algorithm now. Like, nowadays, the only way you can whore out that system is what became popular in the process, and that's video games. And since video games became the main niche of YouTube for money now, a lot of people are starting to grasp on that. And we had the beginning starts of like Smosh and What the Buck and all that stuff, but they got thrown out pretty fast. And well, except Smosh. Smosh still makes videos on video games, but whatever. Somebody likes it, I guess.
Shitty ones, to be exact.
Somebody likes it, Red, and I think that's the only thing I can say. And
yeah, fair enough.
Well, no. If I always like to say that I respect everyone's right to have an opinion, but here, if nobody likes that thing and he wants to hate on it, hey, no conflict in this call. Go ahead.
Yeah, but the whole entire thing that really drives me nuts is if you're going to be talking about a subject, you should be making sure that what's visually shown is concentrating on the subject. You don't see things on television, you don't see news reports or situations like that talking about something horrendous, and the footage they're showing is clips of what's coming out this month in movie theaters or fluffy
Call of Duty.
Or Call of Duty. And just they always stay on subject. What is it? Whenever Total Biscuit's talking about it, he's showing trailer footage, he's showing Let's Play footage of Call of Duty if he's talking about Call of Duty, or Grand Theft Auto when he's talking about Grand Theft Auto, or games that are related to the topic at hand.
Do you make certain allowances if they're talking about a Nintendo product and knowing how that could be problematic?
I can give allowances on that if they still concentrate on, the time at hand instead of just rambling on. Like there was another guy we had an issue with, me and Lone Styles, called Hello I Am JR, who literally just releases vlogs through Let's Plays, and that just boils me. So yeah, it's like
that sounds boring, actually. To be honest,
it is. His response to Loudon on his first video was him dying multiple times in Grand Theft Auto.
Oh man, I would love to see that. It make me feel better about dying a lot in Fallout 4 in that live stream I did recently.
Well, sometimes I think it's, I know how hard it is to do it without a script. It's the only reason why I do consider, if these people are able to wing it from the hip and there's no stuttering and stamming and they're flowing freely, I give them some credit, It's more than I can do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah.
People that, what is it? If you suck, it's obvious. If you're good at it, it's like nobody will notice. With people with Markiplier, people say it's easy. No, it's fucking not. I've tried Let's Plays. Let's Plays are fucking hard. I'm going to say this right now. They're fucking hard. But whenever I'm playing with friends, I'm having fun. I'm relaxed and doing all that stuff. Whenever the spotlight's on you for something ad-lib jokes of what's happening in front of you, it's either you're going to get it or you're going to fall. And so, yeah, I'll never get on people. It's these people that, like, I'm going to talk about this one time. Okay, this is the one video that really pissed me off. He did, it's the Hello, I'm JR guy. He did a video called, I slept with my cousin once. It literally ended with, and that's how we ended up sleeping in the same room together.
What
So-
the hell is that?
It's retarded.
Did it get a bunch of downvotes or?
No, people liked it, and it's still surprising me. No, it did get a lot of comments, but no. Here's his opinion on downvotes and negative comments. They're just haters, or calling you out on your shit.
Oh my god, these are just haters, or social justice warriors, because an entire community went after me. Like,
Wasn't that kind of an easy catch-all term to slap on people that don't agree with you?
Yes, it is.
It honestly is.
It is.
Hear that, Oki?
Yes. Yes, it is. Hey, Kayden, man. What was it like being a pro wrestler?
It was an interesting experience. And I don't know if you knew this, Anthony. I used to be a pro wrestler in between the years of 2011, while training, 2011, 2013, 2014. I had to stop this year because of financial troubles and issues. I don't have a car anymore, so you can't go to shows. If you don't have a car, I don't have free weekends anymore because I work night shifts. It's a pain in the ass.
Did you ever work with a Ring of Honor or some of the lower shows? Or
I wish. I really did. I worked very local niche areas in town. I used to be a referee for 7 months, and I'm going to say this right now. I learned so much about life in those 7 months that I wish I knew it back then, because it really hit me hard. And then I trained for about 3 years. I had a broken leg, and I met a lot of people. I met Dutch Mantel. I met Wolfie D. I met I actually had a 2 hours training seminar with Tracy Smothers whenever I had a beard, and he called me a pirate, so that was cool. And that was earlier this year.
I heard
nice.
I heard one saying. I know Kevin Nash paraphrased this from somebody else. He says there's two things real in the business: the miles and the money. What do you you think that's about right?
Nowadays it is. Back then, definitely. Nowadays it's more or less on the miles and the money statement goes more on there's like an added third nowadays. What is it? Scott Hall also said there are two things you can make in this business: friends and money. And whenever you're in the independent scene, the money's not there all the time, so you might as well make friends. And like the amount of douchebags I've seen, I'm not going to name names because they're going to find me and I'll never be back in the business again. They tend to ignore the fact that this is something they've been wanting to do all their life, ever since they were kids. And they're like, oh, well, I'm here now, so I guess it's easy money. Screw you. Screw your self-righteousness, screw your ass. You are like one of the major things I hate about the business. My experience with wrestling is a very jaded and up and down situation. But I will say this much: the people I met, especially in some small shows that a lot of people told me, oh, don't go to that show, it's too far away, or blah, blah, blah. Those people are freaking fantastic. The assholes I've met are assholes, and if I ever go back in, I'll most likely see them back in the business. It's a weird thing. I'd say on the ups, they were great. But the downs were bad, including the beginning of this year where I was driving back from the Memphis area. My car ended up breaking down once I got back to where I live, the Middle Tennessee area. And it really just put a damper on my mood, and it made me question myself a lot. Yeah, it's definitely one of those. I love wrestling, and it will stay in my blood forever, and I'll most likely never stop loving it.
Who did you grow up looking up to as a fan?
As a fan, I got in late.
Mm-hmm.
I got in like really late. I got in like whenever I was 15, 16. So I started out liking The Undertaker. I love The Undertaker, and the more I studied up on wrestling, like the more I loved independent wrestling too. So I loved like guys like Bryan Danielson, who's known as Daniel Bryan now, CM Punk, Austin Aries. I'm a giant nerd, so of course I'm gonna look it up. I also like characters like Tommy Dreamer. Freaking.
Were you around when ECW was still going?
Sadly, no.
Oh.
I really wish I did, because that would have been amazing. Because then I would have been able to experience ROH in its early years, and it would have been beautiful. But it was definitely like whenever you live in a family that hates pro wrestling, it's kind of hard to watch pro wrestling. I had to watch it on my own. But if I had to say the people I grew up with was definitely like Undertaker, CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Austin Aries, Nigel McGuinness, Cactus Jack, and so on.
Yeah, I've actually got to meet Cactus. He's real good sport.
I bet he is.
Act. You ever watch any of the shoot interviews on YouTube that they go on and they talk about some of the behind the scenes things?
Yes, I used to be a huge fan of watching Colt Comando's Art of Wrestling podcast, and like I still occasionally watch a good little clip. The recent one that I watched all the way through was the Matt Striker one right after he left the WWE, and it was just, oh my god, it was so informative and beautiful. I loved it.
Oh, there's a beautiful story from back in the day when the Undertaker was just starting out in the WWF, and they got lost out in the sticks or something like that, and some hillbillies yelling at what's Paul's real name? Is it Pritchard? I think.
Yeah, it's Paul. It's Pritchard. Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I apologize. And Taker gets out of the side seat, and he's still in full garb.
Yeah.
And then the guy just screams an erection at him and runs back in the gasoline place and walks They were commenting, it's like, you know how hard it was to get over back in the day, that like from like day one when the Undertaker showed up, like was instantly over with like the fans, like people bought the gimmick.
There's actually a story that I remember Paul Bearer was talking about a story. It's like one time he was talking to Jim Cornette, and this back whenever Jim Cornette was part of the WWF too. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I remember one time I was managing Cain, and he could not go into the arena in his mask, and he can't go into there without his mask on, so he doesn't get caught. So he has to come in with like a little over the face black sock, whatever. I'm an idiot. I'm a giant idiot. And like he said, it's like, I remember one time. I remember one time whenever I was driving him in, and he just started hiding his face. Like, you know what? I'm gonna screw with him, and he starts screaming out his name from the car, and you could see him ducking into his seat, slowly dying. It was beautiful. I can't remember that story. There are a lot of great stories you can hear from shoot interviews.
Which of your projects took the most time?
If I had to say a project that took the most time, it would definitely be the recent one, Proto Mario and Jokes. The reason why it took so much time is I spent the entire month trying to make sure that I didn't lose my mind while writing it, because I didn't. The argument, I wouldn't say it physically hurt me, but I just like started losing steam after a while, and I don't like doing that while writing. It literally took me like 3 months, mainly because I had to go through 2 videos, and I just had to make sure he wasn't going to release any more videos on it. I had to do all this research.
Well, technically speaking, he didn't release another video on it. He released another video on something else, though.
Yeah. And but yeah, it's like that is true. But like he more or less, it was just like I had to take my time with writing, and I was trying to get my personal stuff taken care of. But yeah, and the editing and the voice acting took a week, but the writing took forever. I hated that. Yeah. So yeah, definitely a Proto Mario one.
But yeah, at least you're doing better. At least you did better with that commentary than Zerarick is with his big tri-op, where it's taken him like 4 fucking months.
If
like,
we're counting, if we're counting that, that's currently my longest one, because I'm the one that's supposed to be doing the audio.
Oh yeah,
That's
to be
my
honest,
fault
I
here.
actually have no idea what's going on in that video, and to be honest, I don't really want to know because I'm like, okay, Zerarick, this better be worth not being in the bop chat for like
when
4
me,
months now.
I'm gonna say this: when me, Zerarick, and Realm Wars cannot breathe because we can't get over one joke, I think it's good. But I'm not gonna overhype it too much. Like Zerarick's proud whenever he comes out with, whenever he makes content. I'm more content, and I like to keep to myself.
I actually had this written down here. What do you feel Zerarick needs to, break through to the next level?
I think he just needs to take that next step and start doing reviews. He's been wanting to do reviews for the past while, and I love watching his content. He has this good, funny, dry wit that I love. He's very informative. He knows what he's talking about. He's that likable asshole persona where he's more like that deadpan face type asshole where it's like, and you want to put me wrong, huh? And I love that. I want to see him start. I want to see him start doing reviews, and that's what I think would take him to that next level. With commentaries, if anything, what we worked on is going to take him to that next level. But for content alone for his channel or and all that stuff for himself, because he really wants to do it, I definitely would say reviews.
Let's see. What do you think of? I don't know. I went here. Feel free to shout at me because I don't know. I had some other questions I got told not to ask. What do you think of ethics in games journalism?
Ethics in games journalism.
You know what? I got a better one more on topic. There's a. Do you know what Kotaku is? That seems to be a bit of a hot topic right now. If you know what
Kotaku, the gaming journalist company.
Yeah, the same one.
All right.
Its parent company is.
I know what you're referring to.
If I had to say on the ethics and game journalism deal, I never paid attention to game journalism before.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I felt bad about asking the question.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I never paid attention, and then whenever Gamergate was happening, I can honestly fully say when Gamergate started happening was in the bracket of people that were bored, and there was that bracket for both sides. So I was mainly trying to find something to do, and the more I got invested, the more I listened to one side of the argument, the more I got invested in the whole entire deal. Whenever I heard Sargon of Akkad said it was dead, and I really just looked at the entire situation, it's like, if we just ignored them, none of this would have happened.
He keeps bringing it up though.
God damn.
For a guy who says it's dead, like every video.
Oh yeah, no. When I saw that, him upload a video, oh god, when was that? July, August, something like that.
Like yesterday, on his secondary channel, he was bitch about Kotaku, and then he took a cheap shot at the following games journalists for being SJWs, and I was like, basically everybody you don't agree with. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
With the whole entire Kotaku thing, I will say this much: if there's one statement, there are two statements I feel about Kotaku is true. A, support good journalism. Period. Journalism is fun to read. Journalism can be a lot of fun to read. Bad journalism is bad journalism, no matter what whatever brush you fucking put it. Republican, Democrat, fucking video games, art, books, whatever. If it's a shit article that you can see the bias just oozing out of it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't matter.
Bias.
Actually, I will say this much. There's nothing wrong with having bias in an article, but I will say this
keep
much.
it more balanced, though.
If you keep it more balanced and start asking questions that counter your own questions, then you're
more open to the other,
yes.
the opposing side's point of view, then
yes.
Yeah, that turned out to be really, really intriguing and good articles. So yeah,
if you don't do that, you're just trying to show the other side's just stupid. It's whatever. But for Kotaku, there's the support good journalism. There's still good journalists in Kotaku, and then there's the other side. I fully agree with the statement of Kotaku has officially become the Fox News of gaming journalism.
Wait, who?
Kotaku is officially the game news.
The Fox News
of gaming journalism, right? Yeah,
all they nowadays is just try to find hit pieces. That's all they do. So.
Yeah, they. Yeah.
So if I had to say anything,
I'm sure there's still good reviewers on Kotaku.
Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
What was it? The one thing that actually put a tear, literally, I was about to start crying whenever I saw this. Is whenever I went to Kotaku in Action, I went to Gamergazi, and I went to every single place that has always hated John Bain. When it was announced that he has cancer again, and one that could actually legitimately kill him,
Everybody's
and
like, "Hey!" Is that the reaction?
everybody stopped stopped and said, okay, I know this is all fucked up. I know we've all said things about him. I know we've like all that stuff. Every single person just said, no, this is someone's life. The only people that are sick and deplorable are the people who wanted him dead in the first place, which no one has supported.
Yeah, and, I mean, I don't know why. I was actually kind of expecting the other way around, just like, yay! I'm like, wow, you people are dumb. Yeah. I don't know why I was expecting
Kotaku may not be a good business, but at least they're not full of terrible people.
Like, it's their viewpoints, and it's their viewpoints and how they go after their viewpoints is what makes them bad. But they're still human beings. They don't want to see people dying over a disease that's just terrible. And I think that's one of the things that really like tells you, like with Kotaku and with anti-Gamergators and Gamergators and all that stuff, they all found like this major thing. It's like, he shouldn't be dying like this. And they all, like, I remember I went to Gamergazi, I went to Kotaku, and actually I went to Kotaku itself. And I started seeing like things for like actually trying to find, and like what is it, donation buttons for foundations that are helped to find prostate cancer. Was it prostate cancer or colon cancer? And because he has liver spots and can't really cure that. So it's like that. So yeah, like there's outliers, but for news reports, yeah, Kotaku, I don't go for them.
No, you did a great job there. I'm just sitting there skipping over various questions here. Let's see. Would you rather be insanely pissed or insanely bored?
Insanely pissed, because at least I have something to do.
Yeah, I would say insanely pissed as well, because at least that's entertaining. Where you're bored, I'm like, oh, I don't want to kill myself right now.
Like, when you're bored, you're alone with your thoughts. When you're pissed, you're thinking of something else. That's one of the reasons why I'd rather be insanely pissed than insanely bored.
But I don't want to be like Bill O'Reilly, kind of insanely pissed, though.
Oh yeah, don't get me started. Walters. Oh, let's go after Bill O'Reilly.
Sucks.
Bill O'Reilly is a piece of shit. I will admit that. But can we just let a joke from '96 die? Fuck you.
No, because it's still funny to this day.
Oh, are we talking about the fuck it, we'll do it live?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, though.
It is it is beautiful, especially because he did say it live. But there was a guy in the Bob chat, Ski Hound. He was going. It's like, I can't believe he's so unprofessional. First of all, that was '96, whenever nobody knew who the fuck Bill O'Reilly was. Secondly, it really just proves the point that he's a giant fucking asshole. Like, that's a bad thing. I've met Republicans that do not like Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, I know. I saw like one interview. I forgot who was like this interview with, but it was about how this immigrant got into the U.S. and he was drunk driving and he got a child killed in the process of drunk driving, and then like Bill O'Reilly tried to change a kind of what's the word allude away from the main topic at hand and try to make it a discussion about immigration in the U.S. when that has nothing to do with the actual story at hand. Well, kind of, but that's not the main relevancy of it. So yeah, that was really fun to watch.
Yeah, this was on Fox News, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, I would call that par for the course.
Yeah.
I hate to excuse it and call it banal considering the source, but I will. What's the most fucked up thing you've found out about being online?
Fucked up being online, or something I've just
something obviously something not illegal, like something that just shocked you.
Something that shocked me.
Yeah.
Every single time I go to RWTF and I have the balls to click on anything with the NSFW tag. Anything. Like, there was one time there was a thing circling around of a man in a hospital bed with a tree trunk skewered through his body, and it started at his groin. You've seen that picture. You've seen that picture. It is terrible.
No, but I'm picturing it.
It's terrible. It is terrible. And by the way, it starts at the groin, it comes out in the chest. So he's dead. He is straight up dead. I've seen it.
That beat Proto's answer.
Guess he's not Groot.
His was talking about, he's like, do you want to see a video where someone actually eats a cactus, spines and all? And I'm like, no. And I'm like, oh, stop to watch it. I'm like, we're doing this. Okay. All right.
You see, when I find something shocking, what I do is I just wipe it from my memory.
I've learned with enough years,
keep
sir,
a tab of it open.
When you're younger, there's something you screw up at when someone goes, oh my god. When you're older, you're like, nope, not gonna look.
I have seen too much screwed up shit. I am good. But the problem is, whenever you're a masochist, I guess, like myself, in the sense of this stuff, there's a moment where you just have to ask yourself, oh god damn it, I'm bored. Click. Oh god, why the hell did I click on that? You regret your instant decision, but you still don't regret the fact that now you're not bored.
You got a point there. I have a question here that maybe will wake Oki up. Do you feel Oki's obsession with a Tumblr savant is healthy?
It depends on the savant.
He knew exactly who I was talking about. There's a certain gender fluent artist, a artist formerly known thereof. I forget the name. What was it again, Oki?
I think it was Lily, maybe.
Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah,
Possibly.
possibly, maybe.
I can't tell if it's a female. I may or may not be wrong on that.
Oh, I just had to screw with you a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah.
Actually,
Wait, Lilymont, Digimon Convention.
nope. Oh, we're actually gonna dodge this one. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Of the savant deal?
No, you don't know who I'm talking about. Okay, cool. That dies right there. I'm
No. I know exactly.
Okay, cool. I'm all out of questions unless you guys want to ask something to Kayden. I've been told very specifically by Ryan to not ask everything I have left.
I honestly, I'm putting everything out on the table if you want to put it out on the table.
Yeah.
The first
Ask
question
it.
here I had written down here is things have gotten out of hand with Proto Mario in the past. What other incidents with any other commentators have you had experiences of that nature? And if so,
Just commentators?
yeah, have there been anyone else besides?
Just commentators. People in general.
On Proto Mario's
No,
level,
I mean
personally?
besides. Like, who else besides Proto have you?
I don't think
That's
I don't think to the extent of Proto Mario because I feel it's not gonna no one's gonna ever top that.
Oh yeah, no, but I
Yes.
think if I had to say, I think the closest thing would have to be something along the lines of like the Orion broadcast, like
Yeah, the Orion broadcast is a special situation. I may have not been there to experience it, but I can at least say this much. At least wherever he made reactions, they were funny.
I know, like just like how dare you freaking talk about my intelligence? I'm like, I'm
Ryan
sorry
said-
for yelling at the top of my lungs, but he just really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, what was it? He was the type of person that would instantly say like, "This is why you're wrong," and then turns around the other way. It's like, "I hate religion."
Wow,
But
that
if I
escalated quickly, didn't it?
But no, the thing is that for someone who actually responds to like almost every fucking commentary that's in response to Orion, when I made my commentary on Orion, it's like, and I sent it to him through Facebook. What he did like I think it was like 2 or 3 days later. It's like, nope, that fucking Facebook page I got the video from is fucking gone now.
With Orion, at least with Orion, A, he didn't have the fan base to really do anything, and B, whenever he made responses, they were funny, not sad. So I'll say
I guess the closest thing I have to any of that would be what's happening right now with Chaos Key.
oh my god, that's definitely true.
I mean, okay, now in fairness, I do think that like some of them had a point. Maybe my commentary might have been a little too harsh. Okay, I'm willing to see that, but
I'm gonna say this right
when
now.
every other comment, what? It's the most recent commentary.
Oh, Voice of Reason. Oh, no, that was actually a
No,
legitimate.
not Voice of Reason. I said
commentary,
Chaos
no.
Key.
Chaos
No,
Key.
Voice of Reason was pretty okay.
The one he did with Digital Tie.
Yeah.
No, I actually really like the
but-
Voice of Reason
I'd
commentary.
like to state for the record, as someone
especially,
who's not only who's not
plot
only
twist.
collab with Voice, but I've met him IRL. He is in fact not a raging douchebag.
No. Like, Ryan even says that. Ryan even says that too. Like he seems pretty chill by what I hear.
he plays
I mean,
it up. Don't feel bad about that. There've been like other people like Buck Brony or something like that. They'd be like, oh my god, I thought he was going to scream at me the whole time.
but back on topic, like, no, back to what I was saying. Not back on topic. Back to what I was saying.
Mhm.
Like, granted, I do understand the point, but it kind of gets less and less. It just means less and less when more and more people comment that because it's like every other Is this what it feels like to be a bandwagon?
Yes, this is what it feels like to be a bandwagon.
Oh yeah.
It's annoying.
It's big.
Anyways, TP, if I have to say one thing, if you were harsh, I'm gonna say this right now. I still hold down to my tweet. I thought you guys were just holding his hand the entire time.
Wait, which commentary are we talking about?
The recent
Again.
one TP just released.
Yeah, on oh god, who was it on? Oh yeah,
The
was it on the
hour-long
top 10 with
commentary.
a Flim Gale or
It-
It's the top 15
Mario moves or
with
power ups? Yes, that's the
Spawn
one.
and Chaos.
Yeah, that was a Oh my god, that commentary was just freaking art. That was like amazing commentary.
I mean, I can understand maybe some people saying it was too harsh, but I'm still very proud of it because I still feel like it was like, especially though there are people like, I mean, yeah, it's kind of, like, from negatively speaking, it is the most disliked commentary I've ever had so far.
Really? How many dislikes?
Conversely,
What's
it is
like ratio on that commentary?
11.
okay. Currently, it's at 13 dislikes.
13 dislikes, and how many likes are there so far?
Over 120.
Okay.
Well,
I was
that's
gonna
good.
say. On the other hand, it's one of my most liked commentaries to date.
I'm gonna say this.
I think the only commentary that has more likes nowadays is my commentary on Gamertron that was released earlier this year,
Yeah.
which I am still also kind of proud of.
Oh yeah, remember when like Bop was trying to make a special type of commentary on Gamertron, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
Alkraloth just freaking ruined it.
We were planning on making a commentary on Gamertron show's top 10 overrated games. And everyone was going to take, like, everyone who was participating was going to take a single individual section. Like, I only remember one, but I remember Lorenzo was going to do all sports games.
I was gonna tackle his number one entry of Nintendo because it was a tie between Nintendo and Pokemon, and Richard was gonna tackle Pokemon.
But then we just canceled it after Akroloff beat us to the punch. I don't think it's a bad idea. Like, I still feel like the concept could have worked. It just, we didn't go through with it because Akroloff was beat us all.
And then,
he
like,
got the message a little too late.
Oh no, that would have been hilarious if Akrol was like, "Hey guys, I got a new commentary. Also, what have we missed? What have I missed? Like, is there anything going on in terms of Bop commentaries?"
Okay. FNGR. Next question.
Oh,
Before we
okay.
get off topic.
I technically am completely done. This is the one that under no circumstance did Ryan want me to ask.
Ask it.
All right then. Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ryan Renan Mills has been expressing lately that the Turfy is toting a feminist agenda in Bop lately. Would you like to comment?
No comment.
All right then. See, I told you.
He's like,
I mean, I saw.
I mean,
taste
oh
of
no, like fucking
months
Ryan's like,
back,
I will
but,
shank
I
you.
don't think I've actually seen him do something like that since
No,
then.
no.
It was like something really minor, not like a big deal or anything. So it's like, meh.
He's like, Kayden will shank you, I will shank you, Bob will destroy you.
I won't shank you. It's just I don't spend enough time around to Turfy to really say anything. But I will say this much: like the whole entire feminist men's rights thing, I'm done with that entire deal.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
That was me at the beginning of the year, and I learned something instant. You can't judge both sides by extremists, but whenever you don't talk to moderates, you're definitely fucking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of made that mistake in my last commentary on Sloth Boy, where I kind of cherry picked Anita Sarkeesian in one part, and I was like, that was a really, really bad point to make, and I felt like I generalized feminism as a whole in that point. So it's like, yeah, you know what? This is why I don't talk about feminism. It's just
This is why commentators don't talk about the big topics.
Redden, this is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
All right. I think we're all out of ammo. Glad you guys all came on. I think it turned out real well.
Thank you.
yeah, thank you.
Have me on.